How you doing? And thanks for tuning in to the What the Hell podcast. This podcast is dedicated to those things that drive you nuts and annoy you, and just make you say, "What the hell?" Come on in. Let's get this thing started. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell? What's going on? Welcome to another edition of What the Hell. How's everybody doing this afternoon or morning or evening or whatever the fuck you're listening to this? For me, it's a rainy Saturday afternoon, but hey, you know what? I'm alive. I got nothing to bitch about. So anyway, how's it going? What's happening? How you been? What's crack-a-lackin'? How's your life? Hopefully it's good. Just want to take a second and let's get the usual housekeeping shit out of the way. You guys are so fucking awesome for listening to this and my random rants and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate it. But hey, the usual stuff. If you would please go ahead and, subscribe wherever you're listening to your podcasts. If you would do me a favor, rate and review and all that kind of stuff. If you're listening on Apple Podcast, would really appreciate it. Spread the word. Tell people if you think this is good, if you think it's funny, if it's entertaining, whatever. The more listeners, the better. I would really, really appreciate it. So, with all that being said and done, this week's rant, again, as you can usually tell from the title, is all about traveling. That's right, traveling. And fucking what a nightmare it's been, except for in this pandemic. Like, most of the stuff that I'm going to complain about actually didn't really happen that often during the pandemic because nobody was doing it. I took a couple of small trips during the pandemic just to go up and see family, and man, it was great. I'm not even gonna lie, it was fucking seamless. There wasn't that many people. They weren't selling all the seats, so there was no chance of you getting a middle seat on the plane. It was freaking great, man. It wasn't crowded. Getting on and off the plane was fast and easy. And man, I gotta tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Kind of like when this thing first started, everybody was sitting at home, so traffic wasn't even bad. That was the best thing about the whole fucking pandemic, man. It was that it was easy to get around. But like, even now, in my opinion, Southwest has it cornered when it comes to air travel. They kill it, right? Even their boarding procedures. Now, if you're not familiar with Southwest, what are you, living under a rock? Seriously? If you're not familiar with them, rather than assign you seats, they give you a number, a group and a number. So it's either A, B, or C, and I think it goes like 1 through 40 or something like that. And you get in line, and then you take whatever fucking seat you want when you get on the plane. And, if you've got an A number, you're probably going to be able to pick between a window or an aisle seat. If you start getting into the B's and C's, that's where you're definitely going to be probably at the back of the plane and or in the middle. So, but it's quicker. It's faster than these other airlines I've been on where the seats are assigned. I don't really understand that, because it always seems like when you get on the plane, it doesn't seem like the boarding groups are organized in the way that makes sense. So having this kind of free-for-all for seats has been much calmer and everything, even when it was full. So in the pandemic, they actually went and only let Southwest, when I say they, I'm referring to Southwest, they only let 10 people on the plane at a time. And again, maybe it was because, it was limited capacity, but it flowed so much quicker and it was easier. I mean, there was no line on the jetway. It was when they didn't see people on the jetway, they put 10 more people down there, and like, you got in, it was flawless. It flowed just perfectly. It was serene, man. I loved it. And I think they have it cornered even when it wasn't during the pandemic. I think it was faster, when they do this. And I don't get it, but let's rewind a little bit, and let's start nitpicking about the stuff that really starts driving people nuts. And the first part, let's be real, Maybe you could say parking. Okay, maybe you could say parking, but the reality is the first part is that drives you nuts is, that's right, the security checkpoint. The security checkpoint. Oh my God. This thing. Number one, there's no fucking consistency, right? It seems like it's different at every airport you go to. Like you can expect to, the only things you can expect that are consistent is they're going to check your ID and your ticket, and you're going to put your shit on the conveyor to go through the x-ray, and you're going to have to either go through the metal detector or that other body scanner thing. That's the only thing that's consistent. Like sometimes you have to take off your shoes. Sometimes you have to take off your belt, right? Now, what, and I, in what world? I mean, this is how bad it was. You know, when we have to take off our shoes because of this shithead that was going to bomb a plane with explosives in his shoes. Damn it. Well, thank God he didn't have explosives in his underwear. That's all I got to fucking say. Thank God, because that would be a whole other problem. I'm not enduring a body cavity search just to fly somewhere. That's just me. But there's no consistency with it, you know. You never know what you're going to walk into as far as how long the line is and how it's going to wait. And are they going to take off your shoes? Are they going to make you take off your belt? What if your pants are just way too big and you take off your belt and your pants drop to the floor? Oh, my God. That would suck. That would be embarrassing. Laughter. Right? Take off your belt and, you know, it's like something out of a freaking bad sitcom or a cartoon or something like that. But security's the first part that drives you nuts. And you're like, oh, man, okay. So you get through this. You get through the security line, and you're like, okay, the hard part is over. No, you still got a few more things to go. And the next one is what I was just talking about, getting on the plane. Okay? So in my past, I've had a job where I traveled extensively for a living and was gone, you know, Monday through Friday. And sometimes I would get on a plane Monday morning and go somewhere, and then get on another plane Wednesday, and then get on a plane Friday to come home. And I don't recommend it. Let me just be real. Sounds adventurous. It's not. It fucking sucks. But you know, I've got a little bit of experience in this one, and like. So the next part about getting on the plane, you're sitting at the gate, okay, and you're just waiting. You're listening to a podcast, or you're listening to music, or you're reading, or in most cases, a lot of people sleeping, depending on what time of day it was. And the first part is everyone wants to get to where they're going and get this experience over with. Understand that it fucking sucks. Everybody hates it, and you just you hate it. There's no other way to describe it. But the things I would experience, like, and this is a 100% true story, as I'm sitting there, and people start lining up because, it's close to the boarding time that it says on the pass. There's one problem, okay? The fucking plane wasn't even there yet. That's right. The plane wasn't even fucking there yet. You're standing up to get in line for a plane that's not even at the fucking gate yet. Hello, you.
You are one pathetic loser.
Are you, right? The plane's not even there. Why are you getting up? Because when the plane gets there, it's going to take 30 minutes to get the people on the plane off the fucking plane. So why are you standing in line? Do you think that's going to give you some kind of advantage? It's not. You have assigned numbers if you're in one of the airlines that has assigned seats. You're going to that seat. That's another point, but we'll get there in a fucking minute. And if you're on fucking Southwest, your number is your number, okay? It's not that big of a deal. So why the fuck are you standing up to board a plane that's not even at the gate yet? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my God. Are you, again, I'm going to give you another idiot. Right? I mean, come on. And it's a true story, and I saw it happen more than once, which is why it's part of this rant. Come on. Next time you fly somewhere, just wait. You'll see it. Now that I've said something about it, you will have seen it. So, So you're getting on the plane, frustrating as hell. Okay, now let's say as an example, you are not on Southwest. You are on a different airline that has assigned seating. As a matter of fact, you look at your fucking boarding pass and it tells you you are in seat 23D or whatever. It tells you where to sit. What's up when you fucking get on the plane and you walk down the aisle and you are getting close to your seat and you see some asshole is sitting in your seat? Wait a fucking minute. Wait. You look at the seat number, you look at your ticket, you look down, and this person's sitting in your seat. They're deliberately not sitting in their assigned seat. They're sitting in yours. And you try to be, you're trying to be nice, and again, I'm going to bust out my baby sound effect here, but you try to be nice when you ask them to move.
Excuse me, I think you're sitting in my seat.
Right? I mean, that's kind of what you feel like. Because, I don't think most people are deliberately going to be a dick, right? And be like, hey, man, you're sitting in my seat. Move, motherfucker. I don't think that's normally how most people approach things. But sometimes, maybe you sound a little timid. But anyway, first of all, it takes everything to not want to slap that person. It takes everything. Because you're like, oh, you're just adding to the frustration of the travel. And I don't know why I'm singing that, but whatever. It's just adding to it. And you're just like, and the funny part is I've also had it happen where they're like, well, you can sit in my seat. And inevitably, it's always some fucking middle seat in the back of the plane. And that's where I'm like, no, you can go sit in your seat. This is my seat. Move. And in most cases, they get up and move. They don't like it because they know if you have to call the flight attendant over, she's going to freaking come over there and bust out.
Damn it.
I was going to use a different sound effect. That took too long. Maybe I'll edit that out. Probably not because I'm being lazy. I was going to use a female voice. But they'd be like, you need to move, sir. But you know what I'm saying. I mean, why do these fucking people think it's okay? Right? If you're traveling in a group, you can usually get a seat request together. And if you can't, deal with it. Don't be a dick. Don't be a jerk. Don't take somebody else's seat just because you don't like your fucking seat assignment. Talk about a sense of entitlement. That's ridiculous. So you're getting to your seat. So hopefully someone's not in it. And then you just want to take your carry-on. You want to put it in the overhead bin. And these fucking things are almost always overflowing. There is so much shit in there. And usually what I've had experience was, the one that's directly over my seat is full. Why? Fucking why? Why? I want to know why the one over my seat is full. The thing holds 3 fucking roll-on bags, and there's 3 seats. So you would think you'd be able to put your shit up there. A lot of the time, no. And then they start this whole thing. We're going to have to gate check your bag, and it'll be at the gate when you get to your destination. And you're thinking, yeah, right, bullshit, lady. I don't believe that for one fucking second. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work. But it almost always happens. And I don't know why, right? You're allowed 1 carry-on item, right? And 1 small bag. Put the small bag under your seat, put your rollerboard up above your head, and be done. It shouldn't be this fucking fiasco, but lately it always is. I don't know why, right? And then again, going back to the boarding process, it doesn't seem like it makes any fucking sense. You would think, right? Call me crazy. Doesn't it make sense to board from the back of the plane forward? I mean, okay, for those, super entitled first class people, let them sit there. But then start from the back of the plane and work your way fucking forward. Not opposite. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And then, board from the window seat towards the aisle. Don't let the people that have the aisle seat get on first, so they got to get up twice to let people in. It just... it doesn't make any fucking sense. None of it makes any fucking sense. Oh my God. just thinking about it, and I haven't flown in a hot minute, but just thinking about it, you're just like, why? Why is it like this? You flying. See what happens? You start getting frustrated, and you start picturing shit in your mind. You can't even talk. Passenger airlines have been around for a long fucking time. You would think they would have this whole boarding and offloading of the plane, deboarding, whatever you want to call it. You think they'd have it fucking figured out. You would think it could be a fucking science by now. You would think some fucking 14-year-old could probably write an app that would perform better than whatever the fuck they're using right now. That's just my opinion. So, again, following our little thought pattern here, where you're at the airport and you get on the plane, you fly. Okay, there's not much, the only annoying thing about the flight, turbulence sucks. Someone that sits next to you that won't shut the fuck up. That's what headphones are good for, people. Let me just tell you right now, get you some AirPods or whatever you like, and they start talking, be like, I can't hear you, I'm listening, sorry, shut up. Not much you can do about the flight. Now, when the plane finally fucking lands, one of the most annoying thing is getting off the plane. And again, people, like, there should be an order to things. Like, hey, if there's someone in front of you, they should get off first. Don't stand up in the fucking aisle and try to run towards the fucking front of the plane if there's 30 fucking people in front of you. They probably have connecting flights too. They want to get off the plane just as bad as you do. So wait your fucking turn. That's right. I'm going to echo it. Wait your fucking turn, asshole. What the fuck is with these people? There's an order to it. Just let the people in front of you go. If everybody did this, it would just fucking flow so much more. But these people I've watched people in row 20, as soon as the seatbelt sign gets off, they are basically trying to run past everybody. I get it. You might be running late for your fucking flight. And you know what? I have seen multiple times where if that was the case, if they were delayed for some reason, that the flight attendants will make an announcement and ask everybody to sit so that those passengers can come forward and catch their flight. I've seen it. They want you to catch your flight too. But if you're just so desperate to get off the plane, don't fucking fly. Do the world a favor. Don't fucking fly. Drive. Get in the car and fucking drive. Yeah, it sucks, but you won't be fucking everybody else's life up. Why? Again, inconsiderate, rude motherfuckers. That's all it is. Don't be that person. Public service announcement from What the Hell Podcast. Don't be that fucking person getting off the plane. Wait your turn. It'll be okay. It's not that big of a deal. Okay? Just fucking chill out. Zen. Goosefraba. Look up what movie that's from. Anyway, the last part of it, to me, it's a little less frustrating, but it's still part of the frustration, is, the baggage claim area, right? Everyone starts walking around the baggage claim, and everyone's trying to get right up on it so you can see your bag. And, so if you ever had to chase your bag around the claim because you're too lazy to wait for it to come around, I've been that guy. Not gonna lie. But again, it's always so damn crowded that you can't really even see your bag. And if it's right there, you basically got to push people to get out of the way to get to it. Space it out, people. The bag's coming. You're almost at the end of your journey. It's going to be okay. I promise. It's not that bad. So anyway, that's my rant about traveling. Hopefully shit calms down a little bit and we can get back to normal after this pandemic, but don't be an asshole when you're flying. Choose your own fucking seat. Don't be that person. When it's time for you, wait for your turn to get off the plane, all that kind of stuff. All right. Thanks so much, guys, for listening. I appreciate it. Again, please go and subscribe, and please rate the podcast on Apple Podcasts and write a review, even if you think it sucks. More feedback, the better. Appreciate it very much. You have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves, love on each other, and we'll catch you next time.